like usual, I start from nowhere and you follow me because I'm talking to myself. I leave it all go online because I can't follow everything I do. So I need more memory. So I upload when you watch the video. You say something, you don't say something. As long as I know there's somebody there watching, I know I got my back door covered. Gave away 2 of my cats today. I feel like they're going to take them and resell them again just because of what the woman did at the end. The woman did at the end, you know what she did? First of all, she crawled under my bed just to get the cat. The minute she heard I had a female, great. She can get rid of the female, tell them it's spaded, and charge him an extra $50 when she got it for nothing. She took the cat at the end, pulls its tail, and looked in the back and goes, yeah, it's a boy. Okay, this is what we're going to start. We're going to start easy and we're going to go fast because everything I do is fast. Here is the first connection. These are all the bow ties. Now I'm going to have to bring in a little bit of light in here in order to dissolve the light. Okay, inside of here, these are everything to do with 3746. Go look at the diameter of the moon. That is what the numbers are. I take 7, I run it into 3. They're both red. I take black 4 and run it into 6. 4 and 6 is 10, 3 and 7 is 10. I take 13 black, I run it into 15 black, 28, that is the cycle. 16 and 12, 28, and that is the cycle. Red and red, 7 and 3, that is the number to Nibiru. Then we take the same thing, 22 black over the 24. Black and black, 46, 25 to 21. 21 is U, 25 is X. XU, you can use it as Xanadu if you want, but I don't know. Number 25 brings everything to the center. Number 24 creates a circle. Number 21 creates the cube. And 21 can only be recreated as if there's another 2 in here, making 1 into the center of 4. 1 is 1/4 or 1 1/4 value inside the 4. Right there, there's your 4 corners. This one will have 1/4 value. 4 times the quarter value is 1 plus 1, 1, 1, 1. 1 1/4 times 4. 1.25 times 144 twice a month because of the Mayan stretch, the Mayan calendar. 18 plus 2 days, 20 days, 24 hours, 480. 288 times 1.25 equals 360. Here we have 31 and 33 equals to 64, but not here. This one is 64 also. 0 equals 6. This brings it to 70. All of a sudden this is 76. 64, this is the light of Zion, Israel, inside this one, because there's a 0 in it, because there's no value inside of it. The numbers, valued, we're going to have to take this on to the next page. Just remember this design over here, okay, 3476, the Z and the N, right? Which angle is everything on? The question. I'm going to turn the page. We're going to go to low shoe and numbers. Low shoe is a different kind of number system. Low shoe starts 4 off over here and puts 2 over here. It's 202 low shoe, 404. 1 plus 4, 9 minus 4. 404 low shoe is now 4, 9, 2. Low shoe is now 8, 1, 6. Here's the number system. 57 plus 1 is 58. 60 plus 2 is 62. 63 plus 3 is 66. What is this? This is the areas of 1 through 9. 1 through 9. 1, 10, 19, 28. Add them up, it's 58. This number over here, well, my light is dimming on me all just like that. There you go. Okay, the same thing with this one. 66 plus 4 is 70. That means number 4 equals 70. So all you have to do is go 4, next level 13, next level 22, next level 31 equals 70. These are the answers. 1479632588852369741. What are these numbers? I have to turn the page around so I can take a better look, but I will go into a different look before we reach here. Okay, let me finish with this one. 70 is now in the 1 position, where 70 was in the 4 position. This is Mars. Mars here, and Mars plays from Mercury. 90 birthplace from Venus, or 90 birthplace from Pluto. 82 is in 7 Uranus. Now it plays from Saturn. 62, where it played from Venus. Now Venus plays from Earth in the corner. Instead of being in the center, now it moves over to a corner. Instead of Venus getting 2 colors, Venus gets 3 colors. According to Rubik's Cube, every corner gets 3. Now we have to understand that this number, being on a block of 6 sides, will get 6 times 70, 420, 420. This will get 6 times 9 is 540. Every one of these numbers will be multiplied by 6 and multiplied by 3, because on the opposite side there's 3 colors. 3 colors to this number over here equals 258. 258 is the center of numbers because the calculator says so. So that's that reality. What is this over here? 147258. All I did is move the numbers around. 147, instead of going 147, I go this way. Instead of going 258, I go this way. The same thing with 963. I just turned the dial. That's all I did over here. Step number 2. Step number 3 is we go into January. Step number 3 is we go into January, where it's 11019 JS, Jack of Spades. 2819 Magic Square. So somebody looking for those numbers will understand this is Nibiru, this is Zion, Israel. This is the center, half and half, 5 and 5, 7 times 6, 7 plus 6. This is the passage of the light area. This is the cycle. This is the spirit. This is the light again. And then February we do the same thing. March we do the same thing. And we must remember that it is only inside of January where 1 is 4 times. 1 gets 4 times inside January. 1 is the only number that gets 4 in 12 months. So this number 28, 47, 57, 58 times 4 is 232, 322, times all 12 months. I'm just bringing up basics. Let me spin the page one more time. We did April. April is April and then May. April brings the fish because the 91st day is April 1st. And 29 days later on the 30th of April, 304, 30 days of the 4th, equals to the 304th day, which is Halloween. 304 becomes 364. 364 divided by 28-day cycle equals to 13 moons and falls on Halloween. Halloween falls early. DMV to Motor Vehicle Department. 13, 4th letter, and 22. 31 ends the cycle. 31 and 4 is 35, plus 60 is 95. 105, 108, 118, 128, 130 becomes 136 because 0 equals 6. April brings in the light, and the 120th day brings in the 7th gate. Why? Because 120 becomes 126, adding up 1 to 15 equals to that. And 1 to 15, 1, 8, and 15, the inside and the outside, which is Mars, 1 to 15, okay, is AA and A. Because 1 and H and 15 O, Ahova, okay, are all in the piano as the 7th gate, all at once. June says Fox. May is the door entry. May also comes with Jesus Christ. Also comes with the 9 Lives of the Cat, 1776, communication. May comes with everything, and May is the number to the Mayans, doorway. DNA, the doorway, BC doorway communication, communication. 32, CB, and the CB code of 10-4. It means I've got you. I've got you covered. July brings pagan. 71625. It says pagan, and there is a standoff because it starts. Let me try and fix this again. It starts 1616 are the polars. 106, 166 is a standoff of light. It's a 12 position. 12 is creation. 6 and 6. Why is 6 and 6 creation? Because when we play the game of craps, that's what it gives us. It pays the odds of 30 to 1. I'm going to keep on going down the numbers. I'm keeping it dark so we can read the paper. Number 3 on 360, 3 times 120, 360. 3 plus 120 is 123. ABC, 1, 2, 3. 4 times 90 is 360 plus 94, Uranus. 5 times 72 plus 72, 77. Christ comes within this number over here, the birth inside Uranus. Okay, 4, and 90 becomes 96, becomes 100, becomes 166, bringing on the light inside Uranus. This is how it connects. You see, it's only numbers, right? I'm saying it fast because if you want to know a little bit more, I can explain it. Maybe there's a number you have not connected. See where I brought it up? 72, which is the cycle of time, and Christ. 7 and 7 is 14, 1 and 4 is 5, so 7 and 7 brings the light within inside the center. There's a lot of numbers in here. There's a lot of numbers in here. 1 and 9 is 10. All these will create 10. And when you multiply and add, they bring up the barrel. 1 and 9, artificial intelligence, brings up the barrel, which means you're going down the waterfall, and it's all about Niagara or Viagra, getting it up and getting it hard, right? Never letting it go down. You know, you have to explode in order for it to get down, and something to do with electric. This is Jupiter inside creation of the Lamb. This is the cycle between day and night. 4 and 4 is 8. 4 by 4 is 16. The difference between day and night is 8 and 16, and that's within the mind. Over here, 80 becomes 86. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 is the 9 lives of the cat, and 9, N-I-N-E, and F-I-V-E, both equal 42, and equals to 84, which is 4 cubes, 1 to 6 equals to 84, and now you've brought in the 4 corners, and that represents Pluto. This one will represent Nibiru. It also represents alternate current, in which surrounds the cube inside of 6 and 9, the dog and the cat's life. 3 and 3, 3 times 3, 3 plus 3. 7 times 7 is 49 and 14, 63, representing Venus inside your birth. 9 and 2 is 11. Venus is 2, 9 is your birth, 9 and 2 is 11, 1 and 1 is 2. The diameter of 2 above, the middle, and below equals to 6. 4 and 4, x and x, 24 and 48. This one is half and half, equals to 72, creates time because 2 is half of 4. 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 4 is 8. 1/3 and 1/2. Everything works together on an east-west wing because 4 and 6 are east and west of each other in the center of numbers. Therefore, it's the halfway life and really doesn't count for anything because it's inside the 4 corners, so it only counts here on the planet if you want to look at it that way. And there's a whole bunch of other numbers we can do down the side over here, which brings us to another level. What I'm going to mention over here, okay, this is Heinz, okay, Nazi, Heinz. Why Nazi? Because of this letter over here, the H. But we're going to just eliminate that and just explain to you that the 14th letter and 26th letter equals to 40. The 8th letter and 9th letter equals to 17. 17 and 40 equals to 57. What is the number to the moon, General Electric? 57. What does it go? The generation of pagan. Inside P equals to the 1/6 equals to the light. 7514 in pagan, 161. The movement of the energy in the light comes out of Quebec. Kiss my ass means it goes around. We take the energy from within, we bring the water around, we send the water out through the falls, and down through Quebec they have all those generator rooms, and then we distribute the electric. We have pagan, 140 plus 16, 156 plus 1 equals to the moon energy, 7, 5, and 1, G and E. 755, 57, 75. The moon is number 57. The energy cycle is 47. 4 by 7, 4 plus 7 is 28, and 11, 39 equals to the sky of Saturn. 7 times 5, 35. 7 plus 5 equals 12, and 35 equals to 47. The V, gent, orange. A, gent, orange. Gen, G and E, gen. A and T. AT, alternate current. Deferral, Agent Orange. This is your Heinz. 5 and 8 is 13, plus 17 equals to 30, creation. 9 and 8, and 8 and 5. 9 and 5 is the numbers to Einstein, 1776, and how the operations were put together. I've mentioned how the numbers work. I'm not going to mention it again, not at least right now. Over here, 72 is 9 times 8 is 72. 9 plus 8, 17 is 89. 8 and 5, 8 times 5 is 55. 53, sorry, that is electric company. I'm going to explain 53. Remember, 8 and 9 is minus 1 and minus 2 to bring you 77. Plus 1 and 2 brings you to 1010. Plus 4 and 5 equals to the number in the sun. That brings out the rest of this number, telling me that the sun and the moon work in sequence with each other, transferring some sort of energy. Just to jump off, what does Russia say? Russia puts its letters forwards and backwards, and 4 of the letters in Russia, missing 2. And those are the S's that are back to back, saying Nibiru comes out of Russia. it's actually codes, and most of everything I do talk about, they are codes. When I see 25, 17, and 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 equals to 25, this means 1/4. I'll multiply it by 4 to understand the difference in area, equaling to 347. Or 34, the DC count, 3 and 4 equals to 1, 1 and 7. This is the numerological count. 47 is what comes out again from the calculation of what happens to G and E. Brings me into the cycle of the moon. Before I let you go, we're going to go on to the last thing. We spoke about these numbers before earlier, but now I calculated them up. I'm going to try and show you where those numbers come from. Those are these numbers over here. Okay, 3467 is gold. 6 G O D, God, 764, creation of God. That's what this says over here. But those numbers actually come out to here. And when you add up all these numbers, the first set of numbers in the low area, say 37, 3, 4, 7, and 6. 3, 4, 7, and 6. 3 and 4 is 7, and 6 and 3. 3, 4, 7, and 6 equals 9, 11. But when you add them up on their angles, this angle, this angle, this angle, this is 11, this is 9 for 20, and then across here, 4 and 6 equals to 30, and then over here, 3 and 4 equals to 7. The total is 37. Again, Nibiru, add 6 for the 10 equals to 43, the DC energy. The total, because each one of these is under 10, add 240 or 60 each, 277. October 4th, communication inside the house of the church. Add on 6 for the 0, you have 1010. The 283, 283rd day from this day is the 10th of October, 1010 communication. 10 times 10 equals 212 in Fahrenheit to Celsius. So we add up all these numbers, we get to 580 plus 6 over here because we have 30. And then we have 30 up here like this and 30 across like this. We had 6 and 6 equals to 12 equals to 265. 259, 265. The 580 becomes 592. Then we have to add on another 60 for this amount over here because, let me see where we at on that 60. Boy. Anyways, let's just keep it at 580. Okay, and 580 is the same number as St. Heinz Communication, 53 Electric Company. Now we're going to try and go on one more figure here. One more figure. I think we brought it out far enough. We're going to go on one more. When we begin on number 4, and there are only 7 months with 4, 13, 22, and 31. There's only 4 of them in 7 months. That'll give you 28. The cycle runs in 4. There's an extra day inside of 3, but there are 4 3s, okay, inside of 4 months. That'll be 4 by 3 is 12. This is 7 by 4 is 28. 28 and 12. The combination average between 76 high, because I put 414 in numbers, equals to 80. The total number becomes 140, 146 Zion Israel. So when you see 14, it's actually Zion Israel. And another thing that I noticed today in games is that in some of the clock games, that sometimes when the clock is running down, right, sometimes the second moves over to the right. It'll go 10 and then it'll go 9. But today I saw 10 and then I saw 9 go down this way and a point added to it. Almost like the shift stays in the 10 area and not in the 1 area because the 1 is the remainder or the difference. There's a lot of things inside of 4. Okay, inside of 4 also. Well, I'm gonna have to bring this down. Sorry about that. Inside of 4 is 420. Creation of Pluto, the birth, the definition of the Federation, DEF, which is the crossover from one side to the next, and don't forget what H and I and N and Z says Heinz or to do. The gateway inside 44. 384, 686. This is the high leap year for the Hebrews. This is the longest spread of days. So everything is out of number 4. 528, the cycle. 51 Mars, 501 Levi's. Again, 582. Everything is out of 4. 645, 654. The sun and the passage. Everything runs out of 4. And again, the cycle. 474. Everything is running out of number 4. Oh, 375. 266. 266. Where are my numbers now? How come my numbers are not 384 minus 9 is 375. 12, 15 equals 6. 5, 12, 15 equals 6. This is 6 and 6. Am I working on 6 or am I working on 4? I'm not very happy with seeing this. Oh, that was a cat that just went on by. 229, just let me take a look at this. 229. 238, 247, 250. Ah, yes, there is a mistake over here. 247 went to 257. Okay, so just let me see this. It's a good thing I saw this. 256, 265. Okay, so we're gonna 6, 11, 15, 6. No, it is. You see, when we get over here, okay, we're gonna stop. This is double. This is 6. 4, 8 and 4 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 4 and 2 is 6. This is half. Pluto, okay, becomes half of creation of the 9 lives of the cat. This adds up to 11, 15 equals 6. So now we're in the range of 6 and no longer in 4. 11, 12, 13, that's 4. 11, 12, 13, that's 4. 256 memory is inside of 4. 256 memory is inside of 4. Eventually I switched over somewhere and I'm not really sure everything's is calculated on 6 right now. So we're going to leave out the rest of that. And 384, like I spoke about the Hebrew New Year, right, is now 6 again. Hebrews now work out to 6. Saturn works out to 6. 420 and 940, the 9 lives of the cat works out to 6. The cycle of the moon, 1115, now it works out to 6. It's all working out to 666. And the cycle of the Mayans, 555 equals to 15. That equals to 6, and everything passes through Mars now. Don't forget, if I have 2 moons here, my head goes through the center. Now, from now 222, the video is long enough. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.